This is a tool that you can't be lax about. So if you're somebody that works from home, great. If you are home with your kids, great. You can teach your kids how to appropriately help you. You can teach your spouse how to appropriately help you. So it's not just your responsibilities. In my home, it's just me. You know, I have to take on the full responsibility of herding the cats. But when you have multiple people, adults especially within your home, teenagers can be really good at helping. And again, it's a skill set that everyone can benefit from learning. Jessica Mockett here with Purrrfect Bonds. I'm talking about inter-cat conflicts that are more about dislike, that are more about hissing and growling and swatting in the face.
Everybody be nice. Yeah, Trixie Woo. Yeah, I see Trixie's. Oh, poor Trixie, she's backing up. Sweet baby. Are you worried?
These are things that could escalate, and so we are curbing them so that they don't escalate.
You being nice? That's not being nice. Hey, keep it nice. Come on, come on. No, no, no. Let's keep it nice. Good girls, good girls. Let's keep it nice. Hi, Trixie Woo. Hi, sweetie. Hi, baby girl. Yeah.
If you're dealing with all-out, blood-drawing, screaming, cat ball rolling around on the floor, fur flying, the likelihood of you needing to do a full-on reintroduction separation period is higher. There was 1 or 2 instances of that kind of fighting with Honey and Trixie. I don't have a perfect home. You know, therapists want to help people, but they also have brokenness in their lives. It's a common thing where experts are dealing with it too. And I did use this technique of calm, confident intervening consistently over years. I love this tool and technique because it helps with the day-to-day interactions between my cats. When I'm counseling with clients with inter-cat conflict, I give them this tool set, but I want to be clear that this is one of many tool sets that I give them. Some of the other tool sets that you probably need to be looking at when you have multi-cat aggression are resources within the home, catification, looking at better playtime, better mental engagement for the cats, looking at nutrition and supplementation, training. Clicker training is a great thing you can do. You can do obedience training with cats. There's a lot of different skills and tool sets, but herding cats is a great skill to have in your back pocket. There's a pretty big misconception. No, there's a lot of misconceptions out there about cat-to-cat conflict and how to resolve it. One of those things is from TV and media. When I'm talking to my clients and they've watched My Cat from Hell, and I've watched My Cat from Hell, and I love Jackson Galaxy, but we have to remember that that is a television show. While it is reality, I have a decent background in this specific industry, so I have a good idea of how these things work. They are scripted before the cameras ever start to roll. Now, it's a loose script, it's an interpretive script, but there's an expected point that needs to be made in each episode, focused on a specific type of resolution. And of course, wherever possible, they want to make sure that there is that positive outcome because it's a TV show. This is nothing against the TV show or Jackson Galaxy, who's amazing, but there's a misconception that exists now for people with cat-to-cat conflict, especially those who have really bad cat-to-cat conflict, because they've watched a few episodes and magically within 3 to 6 weeks, those horrifically aggressive cats are now perfectly at ease with each other. That's not reality. The reality is it takes months, a year, sometimes longer, and it takes consistent effort and work on your part as the guardian to make sure that the cats are getting along. And even if you've done the work, I've had this happen a couple of times, clients that did the work, things got better, and then they move, or they have a baby, or one of the other pets passes away, and then they're back to conflicts. This is why I love this tool set, because it's a life lifelong tool set in your multi-cat home, and it's applicable to your whole life. They really do know what it means when I say, hey, walk away. Walk away, please. Be nice. I need my kitties to be nice. Be nice, please. They understand the expectation. Now, it took a while for them to understand the expectation because we speak different languages, but my energy, my actions, the way that I treat them, they all understand now what the expectation is. And it's pretty easy to get the conflict to... The key with this tool set is that as a conflict is starting, you're coming in before it's escalated, right? As you're seeing the first signs, the first hints. Let's talk about those body language signs. What does it look like when cats are just starting to think about a conflict? So that staring, cats staring at each other is the biggest no-no. No staring, right? You can use words like, hey, look at me, or look away, hey, no staring. Assuming you have a good bond with your cats and you're unafraid of your cats are not gonna hurt you, not intentionally. You can just put your hand in front of their face, or you can just do wiggly fingers to get their attention away from staring at the other cat. You can use noise distractions too. You can do noises or shake a little can of peanuts or whatever it is. I shake my water bottle. Early warning signs of a conflict. Staring, that's the number one thing. Tails switching aggressively. Not just a calm swish, but that, that kind of swish. Ears start to flatten like this, right? They go to the side and flatten. Stalking, if they are creeping up on an unassuming cat. And it's not a play mode, and you should learn the difference between play and fighting. There's no damage in the relationship if it's play. When it's play and one of the cats is done, it's done. There isn't a chase, there isn't an insistence, there isn't a dominant energy that's happening with one cat to the other. Playtime, if your cats are willing to play WrestleMania and they don't have any negative energy between them, that's great. It's a great way for them to get energy out. What you don't want though is when one cat doesn't want the engagement, doesn't want the touch, doesn't want the play. And this can happen where one cat who starts to play and then it becomes aggressive because they're being rejected, and that can escalate over time, right? So this is really common when you bring in a young cat and you have a senior cat or an older cat at home, a cat that's just more chill, and the young cat needs a playmate. And that's why so frequently rescuers, adopters, breeders, they encourage you to get two when you adopt kittens, because they have each other to play with and they're not going to harass an older cat nearly as much in the home. Understanding what conflict looks like as far as comparing it to play is really important. So we're talking about cats that don't get along. We're talking about actual conflict, dislike, not playtime. You want to intervene in that early warning sign period. You want to get in there right when you start noticing the staring or the ears flattening or the tail, You don't want to get in there too often when it's already at the stage, right? Or the smacking you across the face stage, which is, cats are really good at the face smack, yowling. Or I have one cat, Skippy, he likes to bite butts. He's mad, he's gonna bite your butt, and that's his thing. Lunging at the other cat, lip licking or eye squinting, blinking. You want to intervene before that. Calm energy. If you intervene with no, don't, you're actually escalating that stress energy, that anger energy. It doesn't help. I already described the fur flying, blood drawing, screaming, terrifying cat fight. You really never ever want to get there. So if you're experiencing those early stages, intervene. Keep them separate until you feel confident that your intervening has really set a pattern of energy within the home. We really don't want anything to escalate to that blood draw, fur fly. It's really hard to repair relationships. So for instance, like my Honey and my Trixie have never liked each other. They've never been friends, not once. If I am between them, I will have one on each side of me. If I'm laying down for a nap, one will be on my chest, one will be in my arms, and they're okay. But they will never ever choose to be friends. They never sleep near each other. They don't groom each other. They don't eat next to each other. They have had a lifelong dislike, which it's not ideal, but they don't fight anymore. The most we get is kind of fussing. Honey is really good at the meow, like telling me, she's too close, Mom, just like little kids. She's touching me. Rarely escalates. We're just gonna see how to handle that little tiny moment of discontent between the cats and how they have learned, especially Trixie, what the expected behavior is. Because I'm able to intervene with the be nice, walk away, let's be good girls.
Keep it nice, okay? It's okay. Hey, no steering. No steering. It's okay. You're okay. It's okay. Good girls. Good girls. It's okay. We keep it nice, okay? Good girls. Good girls.
I know you can herd your cats. It can be done. Thanks for watching the second video in a 3-part series, Herding Cats 101 Catfight Body Language. If you're interested in the other 2 videos, you'll find the links in the description below. Please share and like and comment and subscribe so that we can grow our perfect cat guardian audience. I'll see you back here for the final video in the series, Cat Herding 101, 5 Steps to Becoming a Pro. We need more cat herders in this world, so thank you for learning to become one.